Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you where are my entry points, where I plan to buy some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, some Elrond, because it seems that we are going lower and lower. Addition to that, I'm gonna also try to review the roadmap, which was just posted by Edward a couple of days or maybe 2 weeks ago. At the end, I'm gonna show you one easy way to get some CRT, some Cantina Royale token. All you need to do is play a bit. Let's start. Okay, so as all the time, I am gonna start with the market with Bitcoin. As you can see, we are at 21,200. We had a, let's say, sharp decline in the last couple of 2 days, and we reached the 21 from the 25,000. So yeah, obviously it wasn't a great experience, but it was to be expected because the buying power just slowed down. We could see it on the candles, and as you can see, all the candles have an upper wick. That means that people start to sell it. Okay, there is no people to buy. We are again in the bearish trend. As I said many times that we are in a rising wedge, and that is a bearish signal. If you want me, I can show you again. So this was the rising wedge. That was a bearish signal. If you break out to the downside, we will probably go lower. Now, for that, I do have some targets or some entry points set up, some buy orders, and the first one is at 17,000 something. That is the previous lowest low maybe in this all-time high. So I think that will be a bounce, or that will be a strong support, after which if we break that, there is the 15,000, which I think is a big psychological price, and people will buy and the price will bounce back. The last one, which I think is a big one, is the 13,000, and as you can see, we have some volume there, we have some resistance or support, and I also think that that will be an area from where we could bump back. This doesn't mean that I will also sell. I'm not trying to trade. I'm trading constantly with some leverage, not too high, 5 to 10x. Maybe I run in some 20x, but yeah, that's pretty rare. However, at this point, these entry prices are for accumulation for the next 2 to 3 years. So these are my entry points. This is my DCA strategy. So Ethereum, the same again. We are at the 1500s and we just came down from the 2000. I did hope that we will go through the 2000, we go to the 2500, and then 2000 will be a support. It didn't happen, and now we are back at the 1500s. Obviously it is a support, but I do think that if Bitcoin crashes, Ethereum will also go lower. Therefore my next entry position is at $1,200, 1,200, and that is because we do have some volume here. We did a rising wedge here from which we broke out in the uptrend and we went higher. Therefore, I do think that we will bounce from here, or we will spend some time, and I'm not sure at this moment what is the bottom. Therefore, I have some entry points set up here, some buy orders, and also here, which is the very bottom of the all-time high, or the bull run so far, which we had last year and this year. If we go lower than this, then I will just use all the occasions or all the opportunities to buy some more Ethereum. We do have the big merge in September, so that might stir the pot, let's say. So yeah, I'm hoping for that. We will see. We will see. Nevertheless, I think this is a great support. This is also a top for the previous relief rally, okay? And yeah, lots of transactions happened there. Below 1,000, I think any price is pretty good. So yeah, let's see. Elrond, EGLD, we are below the rising wedge again, and this means that we are expecting to go lower. Obviously, if Bitcoin is crashing, there is no way that one of the altcoins will pump, so we can expect some lower positions, some lower prices. Therefore, I have some buy orders set up for $45. I think that's a pretty big psychological level. You can see the wicks here as well, and the other one is at 40 or 38.40, which is again a previous low. So probably many people will buy in. I'm not too worried about Elrond, and to be honest, that is because of the staking. So I did find this staking metrics on Entity, which is Vision's side project. Let's say we will talk about that a bit more. Probably we'll find something next week on the eGold podcast, so prepare, it's very interesting. But until then, you can see here we have some staking provider metrics, which is coming from all the staking providers, and why it is better than the growth.elrond.com. It is not better, it just shows for a longer term. You can choose from the 2nd of March until now, until today. And if I click apply, you can see that the staked Elrond is increasing. As you can see, there was some unstaking here at this area. And if I didn't mention it, the staked Elrond, the coins are the blue line, okay? The green is the delegators, is the people. Therefore, it is very interesting to see that maybe less people are delegating, or some people withdrew from the all-time high, which was around 245,000 people. And now we have 2030. But the number of the staked Elrond is increasing. And now we are at 8,400,000, which is pretty good because the total supply or the circulating supply is 22 million, from which, almost 50% is staked. So pretty good, 40%. Somewhere there. It doesn't matter. What matters is that this line shows that people, the core community, is still believing Elrond and they are still staking. That's a good thing. Okay, Edward Oneci, CEO of Zoidpay, posted, when did he? 19th of August. Oh, on my birthday, posted the new roadmap for Zoidpay, and he said that by the end of this year, they want to release the Zoidpay mobile app beta version, fintech powerhouse. So the mobile app beta version, I think it's the Google Play and Apple Pay. We will see how it works or whether it is what I'm thinking it is. But he also said in the interview when he was on my channel in May that is already in place, that is already done. But they are still waiting for the compliance stuff, you know, how compliant they can be and what they need to work out with the legal stuff. So it's not about technicality, it's more about the legal part. So I'm very happy to see that they probably are moving forward with it. Okay, extension on Firefox plus special liquidity. I don't know what will be the special liquidity, that probably they will pump up the APRs. So if you have Zoidpay and you want to invest or you invest for a long term, it probably is a good idea to stake it with them. Okay, Wand Potions, Alchemy Lab and farming. I have to be honest, I need to study up a bit more on Wand because I know about it, but I promise that in my next video I will talk about Wand a bit more in details. Okay, next one, which is very interesting for me, is shopping pool auction, and the reason is that it might be the case that we can get some cheap shopping pools, and I am thinking of buying one. Yeah, who knows? We will be cryptopreneurs, as Zoidpay says. Okay, let's go forward. Metaverse pool applications and Zoidpay Metaverse Beta version 1. Now, it is very interesting, this one, because they started to have some MAs and some partnerships and cooperations with Ethereum, for example, with the gaming passports and the Metaverse payments and Web3 payments. And I am thinking that they are preparing for this. And obviously, that is in cooperation with their banking, because they have acquired a bank, a normal bank, which is also going to be a neobank. So I'm hoping that this is something which is like a combination of all of these. And it is one of the tools where they say you will work on the metaverse and you will get real payment or something like that. So probably it's something like that. I'm curiously waiting to see what it is. Okay, let's go forward. F1 sponsorship. I don't know if you remember from the interview again from May, but Edward said that after the summer break, we will find out about this Formula One sponsorship, and I'm just eagerly waiting because right now this is when the summer break is happening for the Formula One pilots. And on the 28th of August, so this weekend, we have the first Grand Prix. So I can't wait to see Zoidpay on one of the cars. I am not gonna tell you which car is that, but it's gray. Ambassador program, partnerships, exchanges. He said waiting for better days. I think this is, this makes sense. I wouldn't want Zoidpay, to be honest, or any other project to list right now on centralized exchanges, especially on big ones like Coinbase or Binance or FTX, because it just wouldn't make the effect. You know, it's something which you are also giving as a gift to your original holders, because obviously when one coin is listed on a bigger centralized exchange, the price pumps, and making it right now when the market is dumping, it doesn't make sense. So I am very happy to see that Edward decided to wait a bit with the exchange listings. I think it's a good choice. Okay, metaverse marketing with traditional companies. Now I'm very interested in this one, because metaverse marketing with traditional companies means that some Web2 companies, some older money or some older companies or traditional companies will want to dip their toes into the metaverse, and somehow get some engagement. Yes, it is very interesting times which we are living in because digitalization is, I think, is on full speed. And now people, the newer generations, cannot imagine their world without digitalization, without metaverse, without, VRs and stuff like that. Therefore, I'm very interested in finding out what that means. Traditional companies. What companies? What industry? Let me know in the comments what you think. Or Edward, just comment in the comment section or on Twitter what traditional companies you are working with. Okay, business is fast growing and revenue positive by end of 2023. Why? Web3 SDKs and API. So this is another tool where you can connect your Web2 business to the metaverse, to the Web3. And I read on a bit. I'm not that techy, but this is also bringing in bigger or Web2 or traditional companies into the blockchain, into the Web3. Obviously, this is only good for companies for which blockchain is good and they can use and they can improve their systems and they can create some future revenues. Otherwise, for some industries, blockchain is not really necessary. But I do know that Edward and his team, they know which companies can benefit the most. Finance will be probably. That is the industry they are in, and I'm sure that they know what they do. He said that we have NDAs signed with 3 big institutional players with a global presence in talks with banks, fintechs, and governments. I'm sure it's about central banks. Yeah, can't wait to see. Edward, tell us more. On top of everything, as he also says on top of that, I think this tweet is the most important. He said that they have a business development team solely focused on presenting use cases and closing clients that want to shift their infrastructure to Web3. Now, if you are thinking what that means for Web2, I don't know, institutions to shift to Web3, you can think of something like the HSBC, which both land in sandbox. They just try to keep up with the trends and they will try to become some kind of a neobank because digitalization is on full speed. And to be honest, I also don't want to go into the bank to I don't know, do anything. I just don't. We are living in a fast-paced world right now, and I don't have time to stay 2 hours at the bank just to do something with my account. It's just annoying. I hate it. And to close all of this, I want to mention this last tweet as well. He said that they are scaling their operational framework with licenses in EU. At the same time, regarding the bank acquisition, we are hands-on fulfilling all the DD necessary to finalize the deal. I don't know what is the DD, but he said that it's legal, compliance, structure-wise. So I know that some people would think that buying a bank is just you go there, you show the cash, and you buy it. It's not that easy. I am sure that they want to restructure it. They want to offer loans, for example, which are crypto-backed, and those things are very tricky, let's say. There are not much regulation to it, and they probably need to talk a lot with governments and central banks in order to, let's say, reshape the bank they are acquiring. So yeah, that's all about Zoidpay. I do think that this roadmap is pretty good. Very ambitious, but that is what we are used to from the Zoidpay team. Let's see what they do. Let's go forward. How to get some Cantina Royale token easily. And that is by playing, to be honest. Now, we talk a lot about Web3 games and play to earn, and we say that, okay, every game is the same and you just can't build up a good revenue over time because the token is inflationary, it just goes down and never comes back, which is true. Now, I don't know what will be in the future with Cantina Royale token. I do think that they have some implementations because probably they learned a lot from games like Axie Infinity, for example. And right now you have the chance to get some free tokens. You only need to play. Now I know that being in the top 10 player is not too easy, but I think the engagement is very low right now. And if you put some time in, if you work from a computer, from an office or working from home, then yeah, you can just play some. I am playing some Cantina Royale every day. I think it's fun, to be honest, and I get engaged. But whatever you think, let me know in the comments if you like the game, if you think it's the same as the others. So far, it's in beta version, and I am waiting for the team match, to be honest, because I do have some friends I want to partner up with. They are much better than me, and I'm just hoping that I can piggyback on them to win some CRT, because alone I'm not that good. However, I did win one game today, as you can see here. Okay, this is all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, smash the like button, subscribe. You know the drill. Take care.